feel like when you purchase one of my dogs, a lot of people say that, oh, they're so well trained, or they listen, things like that. And I had to explain to them that it takes a lot on a breeder's part in making sure the temperament is there, not the trainer. You get a trainer because the breeder or the owner didn't do the temperament test or didn't, practice with the dog or the pup, and the pup got bigger. So, from 6 to 10 months, 3 to 6 months, 2 to 6 months, those are different levels that the dog go through like a child, and they go through them faster. I think the old saying is, for every 1 human year is 6 or 7 of their years. As I say, as a breeder and trainer, is 2 separate things. And sometimes I price my dogs based off of how much went into the dog, because they already inbred it to have good temperament based off of the dogs in the beginning of my line, Trappy, Rennie, Gunner. Those were the ones that were heavily trained to be very docile, not hard driven, not like that. But like I said, breeding versus training are 2 separate things. My services for training are separate from training for the show dog. Like I said, I've showed once or twice, but they were local fun shows, just to get a chance to see what it's like. They were hosted by trainers who train to handle for ABKC showing. So that's why I went. But they weren't sanctioned shows, they were fun shows. But also when doing the what do you call it? The online video stack offs and stuff like that. My son, he wanted me to try doing that and things like that. The whole family tried that through the QB&K stack off that he was doing monthly. We haven't been in it in the last I want to say a year or 2, only because we've been focused on the breeding aspect of things, and I can see now, even if I was to be going out showing and doing everything, that's going to be something. That's going to be something that's going to arise that I can see is going to be another stepping stone. Because me being the head trainer, I gotta make sure all the dogs are obedient. They call that pack master. Because in my house we have a pack mentality. Because we have a few dogs, and we use the older dogs to train the younger dogs by watching, by paying attention to what they're doing. And yeah, we do it right in front of them. They'll be in the cage. Some of the puppies, the ones that's wild, they'll be in the cage watching. Because when the older dogs are doing things and they're isolated and not moving around too much, they'll sit there and watch because there's nothing else for them to do. Little pro tip. But when doing temperament testing, you want to do little things like, if the puppy is very active, right? Turn the puppy on his back, roll him over like you would a baby to watch, to look at rub its stomach, you know, and see how long it takes for the dog to calm down. See if the dog even gets rowdy, or just see if the dog just stays calm. Because some of the dogs, when we give them baths, I think when they're about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, we're not really giving them a bath. We're really like running them over warm water and like cleaning and like wiping them down, really, because they're still dealing with the moms and off and on. But I really am big on the temperament, because I see a lot of service dogs that let me talk about my service dogs. If we going through the airport or anything like that, or going into Walmart, let's say, when someone wants to come and pet them and things like that, sometimes I force them to sit, because that's why it was hard training the dogs for sure, because they all would sit. That's what I started noticing when I was trying to show them that after a certain time they would want to sit. And when you're trying to show the dog, you want the dog to stay standing as long as possible. Standing, stacked, pro tip. But like I said, you know, when doing these things with the dog to check and see if it got good temperament, you wanna know, you know what I mean? And we birthed them, so they know us from the day they open their eyes to the day they leave. So when you get a dog from me, the dog is temperament tested, health tested. We're just starting to get more into the DNA testing. I kind of really do it more so for the older dogs and the Merles. Really for clarification of health, and because the Merles, they have the mass tumor thing sometimes with the cancer, so that's why, you know, we do the DNA test automatically on all the Merles. That's in-house. But like I said, when you having a dog, when you have the dog being a breeder, the breeder is the one who's supposed to do all of these things to get the dog ready. The training parts where the dog is potty trained, the dog knows to go outside to use the bathroom versus inside to use the bathroom. The dog knows to sit. The dog learns sometimes how to stay. And most of all, you have to teach the dog wait. We use one words for the dogs, and just like if you're, let's say you do sign language and I don't know sign language, I would be able to describe what is needed for that dog just for the moment. You get what I'm saying? If it's the wait, stop, come, up, or down. You get what I'm saying? They know these one words, but they don't know the words. They know, I want to assume the vibration from the word and the hand gestures, like kids. I was a single father for a while, a long time before I met my fiance Kiki. So I learned by reading. You know, you're at the doctor's office, you pick up a book that's sitting right there. It tells you the kids develop by using their fingers, by pulling on strings and doing different little things. A lot of people don't like, I've learned doing this professionally, humans being compared to dogs. They got a problem because we're talking about genetics. We're not talking about just something simple that you see, because you don't know the work that it took to make the dog to be that way. So that's why I'm just saying, I'm not gonna make this video too long. I know I'm rambling, but I can talk about dogs all day. I just wanted to let the people know that I really take time to train for these additive things when coming to get a dog from us, only because I want the dog to basically live his best life 10 years plus, because like I said, you're gonna hear me say that a lot more, because Rennie is the oldest. Trappy is the oldest. Oh shit, how old is Trappy? I believe Trappy's like 9, 10. It's hard to remember everybody's birthday, but I just want you guys to know that when you're doing these things and you're breeding these dogs, understand what it takes, because us YouTubers, we do a lot of work. We promote, we advertise, we be out there, in the streets selling the puppies. You don't know what it takes to sell a dog until you have to sell a dog. So with that being said, I'm Tony Trench. This is Trench Kennel Bullies. Man, all I ask is you guys just take care of your dogs, man. And you train and spend time with them. I'll see y'all on the next one.